Eze and Rodrygo, I'm willing to take whatever we get in the striker position. I'm not going to complain. I think Eze and Rodrygo come in this window. Nobody complains about the Norgards, the Kepas. Everything now makes sense because the saving in money we made in those positions, everything now makes sense. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And all the people who complain, I think even the biggest complainers in the league gunners, north sides, they will be quiet for now. Here's where things get interesting. You sell Martinelli. He's the person who would need to leave the team, in my opinion, for us to be able to fund the Eze and Rodrygo deal. Martinelli gets sold for 50 million reportedly, 60, 50 million between those two, anywhere between there potentially. And I'm talking pounds, not euros. Yeah. And that then allows you to maybe have even more money to then spend it on Eze, a striker, and Rodrygo. And the reason why I think Rodrygo is the top of our list, even before Eze, is because they've said that they wanted difference makers, and reports have come out that Arsenal are willing to spend whatever it takes to bring in Rodrygo, meaning that they would make him the highest paid player at the club, more than Kai Havertz, meaning that they'd give him a role, which means he's going to be one of the more priority players in the team, meaning guaranteed minutes, meaning wages high, meaning everything being catered to him. And Eze seems to be a player that they're looking at. They don't view as highly as that. They're not willing to make him the most important player, the most highest paid player, but they want to bring him in also. So I do think it's affordable. And the reason why it's affordable, Norgard, Kepa, cheap deals filling out the squad with players who played in the Premier League allows you to now spend more money elsewhere. Because imagine if we spent 25 million on the Norgard player, we spent 23 million on Kepa's position. That would have been an extra friggin' 30 million spent on two backups. Then now we can focus on the attack. As for how Eze is going to play, I can see the vision right now. You have Bukayo Saka and what do you call it, Eze, two players who play for England, play for their country. It kind of screams Nico Williams and Yamal. It kind of screams Rodrygo, Vinny. You got two players who can feed off each other, who have that chemistry, who know how to play with each other. Why are you laughing?
Wait. Eze and Madueke is Vinny and Rodrygo.
No,
Eze. No.
I said Eze and Saka.
I need it.
I said Eze and Saka. Don't twist it. I did not include Madueke in this conversation. Madueke is not happening. Madueke does not have the personality to be a backup to Bukayo Saka. I don't think he's confident he can come into Arsenal and play as a starter over Saka. He's a right winger, not a left winger, not a 10. He does not want to play on the left wing. He's not going to leave Chelsea to come to a team to be a backup, to be a bit part player at the age of 23.
Do you know what I don't get?
I think he's going to end up at Newcastle or West Ham.
Yeah, I just like what you said. I'm confused as to why he would leave to end up in the same positions he's at Chelsea in, like, position-wise. Like, he's not the first option. No, because I think at Arsenal he'd be the second option. Whereas in Chelsea, there's so many options. He's first at one point, then he trickles down, then he comes back up, then he trickles back down. Whereas I think with Arsenal, at least he knows I'm gonna be the go-to off the sub bench for the right wing. That's just it. But
there's no guarantee.
The Eze stuff, I think that's a needle mover for you guys. That's a proper player. And you said come in when Odegaard isn't available. I think he takes Odegaard's position in a lot of games and probably drops Odegaard to the bench. Now, obviously, with Odegaard being your captain, that does add another spanner in the works, you could say, because Odegaard should be playing every game if he's captain. But then that's another conversation for Arteta and Arsenal to have with him. But look, the deals are definitely... They're moving. Arsenal are moving in this window, and it looks like it could be wrapped up soon.
1 second. I just want to make sure you don't misquote me. I was comparing Saka and what do you call it, Eze. I never mentioned Madueke in that breath.
No, do you know what? I generally thought you meant Madueke because when we were talking about the potential signings, I thought you meant those. But then saying Eze and Saka makes sense, even though still... Eze and Saka is not Vinny and Rodrygo, but
you know something? If they bring
me
Eze,
thank you for the title of the video. Eze and Rodrygo is our Vinny and Rodrygo.
If they bring me Eze and Rodrygo, I don't care which striker they bring me. We're good enough to win.
All right, bring me Eze and Rodrygo, and we don't need a striker.
No. I'm saying we need a striker still, but regardless who the striker
the quality, that's what I mean. So if you've got Havertz, is he not good enough to do the role with Eze and Rodrygo there?
Bro, I've seen some people throwing.
I know you want to say it, Egal. Say it, man. I know you think Havertz could do that job.
Havertz is starting the first game versus Manchester United, regardless.
Yeah, facts.
Regardless, but whoever comes in, it's either we get Gyökeres, who's the gunman now, or we get Sesko, who's the potential guy. Either way, at this point, if you bring me Eze and Rodrygo, I'm willing to take whatever we get in the striker position. I'm not going to complain. I think Eze and Rodrygo come in this window. Nobody complains about the Norgards, the Kepas. Everything now makes sense because the saving in money we made in those positions, everything now makes sense. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And all the people who complain, I think even the biggest complainers in the league gunners, north sides, they will be quiet for one window.